this fucking thing up. What is my fragrance of the day? Come on, I don't want this pull. There we go. One, two. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's go 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. All right, let's see. Ooh, we got 20 people in here. What's going on, everyone? How is everyone's day going so far? What is everyone's fragrance of the day as well? My fragrance of the day today, All Harmane's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. Clone of Louis Vuitton Imagination. Nice, citrusy, clean fragrance. But yeah, let me know what you guys are wearing. Elijah, can you have one for free? No, you cannot have one for free. If you subscribe to my channel and enter the giveaways I do, you could possibly get one for free, but no, you specifically, not you specifically, but no one can just have one specifically for free. But of course, you could win it via a giveaway. You could win something via a giveaway. But yeah, how's everyone's day going so far? What is everybody's scent of the day today? Solstice Odd, what's going on? Sub bro, scent of the day, Ralph's Club, New York. I need to try that. No, I did try that one. Good, like versatile fragrance. Almost reminded me of like a blend between like myself, the absolute of myself, and something like just Ralph's Club Eau de Parfum. Good fragrance. I enjoy that one. What's cooking, Micah? Thoughts on GTA 6 getting delayed again? I didn't know it got delayed again. I knew that, wait, so how long is it getting delayed to? Because I thought it was coming out late next year, like September, somewhere around that time, 2026. If it's only getting delayed till like early 2027, I don't think it'll be that bad, but I mean, they're kind of, oh, November 19th. Okay, that's not that bad. That's like that's what, like maybe a month or two after whatever their other date was. I mean, I don't know. Like I have very high hopes for GTA. just at the same time, they're setting themselves up for failure a little bit, because if this is literally not the best game people have ever played, it's going to be looked at as a failure, because what it took billions of dollars to make, and it's taken what, it'll be 13 years by the time GTA 6 comes out in 2026. So it has to be like an absolutely amazing game. Do you play Call of Duty? I don't play any of the new Call of Duties. I've played a lot of Call of Duty in my life. More recently, I've been playing, like, for shooters, Ready or Not, Easy Red 2. I re-downloaded Fortnite again too, just because I wanted to see how good the Simpsons season was. Otherwise, I kind of play like some racing games. It was supposed to come out May 26th. I thought it was supposed to come out later, later in the year for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know, because like it's still around my expectation of when it was going to come out. I mean, November isn't the worst. I don't know. I mean, again, it has to be a super super good game, you know. Um, it was all right. I already read that, but yeah. How's everyone's day going? What is everybody's scent of the day? If you guys have not let me know, yet we are going to be doing some fragrance battles real quick though. Let's talk about what I titled this live. I got the world's first cologne. This is not literally the first cologne, but the first cologne that was ever made is still being made. 4711 is what it's called. Surprisingly, I actually found this one in my local Goodwill. Now, I was a little bit hesitant because, some people aren't very trustworthy, and I was, totally thinking this was going to be filled with like piss or something like that. But it's not. It is the actual fragrance, the first fragrance ever made. This Okay, we're back. I hope we're back. Anyways, as I was saying before, I had to leave real quick. This fragrance right here, the world's first cologne, is responsible for all the fragrances behind me right here, and every single fragrance made. And it's interesting because when you smell this fragrance, keep in mind, this fragrance came out like 220, 250 years ago, something like that. It doesn't smell incredibly outdated. I've smelled more, fragrances that were made in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and even in the 2000s that smell significantly more outdated than the original cologne. What does it smell like? So they didn't have any of these, synthetic notes like amber wasn't a thing, and Broxton wasn't a thing. Those are all things that really came out in like the 50s. The 50s was like a really big, I guess, time of change within fragrances. But this fragrance really just used a lot of the, basic notes that you could get. So there is kind of some green notes, some citrusy notes. It doesn't smell insanely old. Like, you can definitely smell it and tell that it's an older fragrance, but I would say it smells like it's from, I don't know, the 80s or 90s. It's almost like cool water, almost something like cool water with kind of that like salty, aquatic, fresh vibe. It's not the worst thing known to man. I've smelled significantly worse fragrances than this one. One thing I will say is this one does not last long at all. It's an eau de cologne, so very very weak. I think that's like 2 to 5% fragrance oil or something like that. But yeah, 4711. I could put it on my wrist and it'll last maybe all of 2 minutes. I don't know, because I put this on my wrist, walked upstairs, told my mom to smell it, and within the time of me walking upstairs, which is like, I don't know, 20 seconds, my girl, or my, not my, whoa, not my girlfriend, my mom said she could not smell it anymore. So very very weak. This, although it's not going to be a fragrance that I'm going to be wearing in my collection, this is just more to really just to have in my collection. It's a cool history piece within fragrances. I can make some videos, talking about the history of fragrances and stuff like that. So pretty cool pickup. I also only paid $4 for this one. It also still has a sealed soap. I'm not going to use the soap. And I really don't know how old this is because I can't find like anything on these sets. But yeah, pretty cool. I just kind of wanted to show you guys my find. So yeah, 4711, found it in a Goodwill. So I ended up finding the first cologne ever made in a Goodwill. Pretty surprising. But it's a cheap fragrance. I would say if anyone is interested in getting it, I mean, you're not going to wear it more than likely. But if you do want to get it just because you want to like try it, you can get a big like 800 ml for like $20. Like you can get a ridiculously big bottle of it for super, super cheap. Simply because it's been out for a long time. Local gamer dominator, what's going on? Does it smell like Ancient Man? I mean, you know, like I said, like it smells like maybe from the 80s or 90s. Surprisingly, not that outdated. Hi, where are you from? I'm from Montana or Mammoth Wool. No, dude, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would assume, you know, it smells super, super old. Just because, as I said, you know, I've smelled fragrances from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s that smell more outdated than that one. But no, I mean, you know, it's just kind of like a clean old school set. Glad to see you're still posting. Hey, Eric, I appreciate that. My mom, not my girl, bro. That would have been a D1 fumble if I didn't correct myself. Tiki Taki, what's going on, man? How is your day going? Let's see. Let's get on a quick round of fragrance battles. 8 fragrances. I figured, you know, let's do something fun, quick, and simple on this live. We have Rasasi Hawass and Latafa Fakar Black. 2 great, cheap, year-round fragrances. Oh my God, can I not put this poll up? By golly gosh, there we go. I need a drink of water. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. Whew. All right, we have Rasasi Hawass and Latafa Fakar Black. Rasasi Hawass, this fragrance is often looked at as a dupe of Invictus. Aqua, although it's a dupe of the original Invictus, came out about a year after Invictus came out. Nice, sugary, sweet fragrance, slightly aquatic. You get a nice cinnamon vibe. You can wear this one year round. Nice, sweeter fragrance. Latafa Fakar Black. This is a good green apple fragrance, woodsy, clean, soapy green apple kind of scent. It's a clone of YSLY. Any YSLY, they pretty much smell the same. Both of these fragrances are good. 23 bucks. I believe like 20 bucks if I'm not mistaken. Like I've seen Hawass ridiculously cheap. But yeah, both of these fragrances are super, super good. Let's see, it's 50-50 right now. So we don't have that many people in here. If we can get one more person to vote, then we'll end this. If not, I may have to put it in, but I don't know. I also I probably should have announced I was going to go live. What was my most used fragrance this year? Ooh, Fakar won 67% to 33%. All right, there we go. My most used fragrance this year, I mean, Coconut Lagoon, you know, I got this one in the summer. I put a pretty decent dent in here. Coconut Lagoon, definitely high on my list. Full House and Aqua Dubai, both really high on my list. I love that imagination DNA. YSL Myself on that list as well for sure. There's a couple that I really kept going back to. Have I tried Hawass Tropical? Yes, I have Hawass Tropical right here, Solsasad. Say it smells like more refined Paradise Garden. I mean, I don't know if I would say more refined. Like, it just kind of smells like Paradise Garden, a little bit heavier on the mint. And if, you know, you are like me with Paradise Garden and you got like a super fresh, minty, aquatic opening, this doesn't really have it. It doesn't have nearly as good as an opening. It's just more of like a coconut tonka bean opening that you get. Still a good, you know, coconut fragrance. It's just a little different, maybe a tiny bit heavier than Paradise Garden. But yeah, I mean, I bought that one for 60 bucks because it had pretty much just came out. I think it's worth it for that price. For 45 bucks, which is around what it's at right now, it's going to be even better at that price. I also get pretty good longevity and projection out of that one as well. You know, I do 5 sprays, and I get around, I don't know, I would say at least 8 hours of longevity, 2 to 3 feet of projection, and that one, for whatever reason, my mom can always smell. Every time I wear that one, she knows that I'm wearing it, which is just crazy. Love Paradise Gardens, don't want to spend that much money. I would say then you should definitely look at it. Soul Sasad. Is it sweeter? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's sweeter. I mean, maybe it's a little bit sweeter, but more or less it's just heavier. So it's, more, that sweet vibe is a little more heavier. It's a little bit more pronounced. Same with everything else. Hawass Tropical is kind of just a heavier Paradise Garden. So heavier on the fig, heavier on the mint, heavier on the coconut. It's just kind of a more powerful Paradise Garden. Best budget vanilla fragrances. I'll recommend you one real quick. This is Fragrance World Baraka Amber Eve, amber and vanilla. Super, super good fragrance, like $17. So here we have 1 million elixir. Here we have Ultra Mall. 1 million elixir, you get some woodsy notes, you get a nice green apple note, you get a nice rose note, you get some vanilla absolute in here. 1 million elixir, this is a super, super good floral, sweet vanilla fragrance. Ultramall, you get lavender, vanilla, pear, you get a nice green side, you get a nice woodsy side. Ultramall definitely is a little bit more masculine than 1 million elixir. 1 million elixir is going to be a little bit more floral because of that, or a little more floral, a little more feminine because of that rose. Both of these fragrances are still pretty masculine, though, I would say. I wouldn't say, you'll smell any of these and be like, oh my God, that's super feminine. The one that I said, here, you could also take a screenshot of this. But you could take a screenshot and then you could put it in Google and it'll like show you. But it's Fragrance World Amber Eve. It's Barakat Amber Eve, but if you just put Fragrance World Amber Eve or just like Amber Eve Cologne, it should pop up. And it's AMBRE for and then Eve, spell EVE. But yeah, that's a good compliment getting fragrance for sure. Let's see, Ultramall 100% to 0. I mean, Ultramall is great. We didn't have that many people vote on that, but the people who did vote liked Ultramall. I agree. That's my top complimented fragrance of all time. Super, super good fragrance right there. Here we have Mont Blanc Legend EDP and YSL myself. All right, here we go. Legend EDP. I guess I didn't even mean to do this, but we have Legend. Oh my God, I moved this. I didn't mean to do this, but we have Legend Eau de Parfum and myself Eau de Parfum. Legend Eau de Parfum, very nice woodsy, peppery fragrance. You get a violet leaf note. You also get a leather note. I don't really get a leathery vibe in here. There's some nice oak moss in there as well. Super, super good, versatile, year-round fragrance. This one is a little bit stronger than myself. With myself, I do 7 sprays. With Legend Eau de Parfum, I do about 5 sprays. Good fragrance, great for year-round. YSL myself, you get patchouli, you get, wait, hold on, I messed it up. You get bergamot, you get Calabrian bergamot, you get Tunisian orange blossom, something like that. You get patchouli and ambrofix. YSL myself, a little more floral, a little more of like a clean dryer sheet, clean laundry sort of vibe. Still a very, very good fragrance. This one I got only a couple months ago, and I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see, but the fragrance is down to about right here. So I've obviously put, a decent dent in here. Between these two, I would go myself. It's a little bit more high quality. I also just kind of prefer this scent profile a little bit more. I like that clean fabric softener sort of vibe. But Legend Eau de Parfum is also very good as well. I myself, it's so good. What do you think? Oh yeah, it's super, super good. As I said, I'm pretty much running through this bottle. Now, both of these fragrances are great. But again, as I said, just kind of that more easygoing, clean fabric softener vibe of myself. I think I just like a little bit more. And then also my brother got YSL myself like as soon as it came out, and it was his signature scent for a while. So kind of reminds me of him as well. Thanks, I got to go now, though. Hey, Mocon, you have a good night, man. I appreciate you stopping in. Whew. All right, here we got a good, sweet fragrance battle. We got Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy Cobalt going up against Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT. Both of these fragrances are good, sweet, summery fragrances, good, sweet, year-round fragrances. To me, they're good, sweet, year-round fragrances, but a lot of people say these are just summer fragrances. I'm subbing. Hey, Mocon, I appreciate that, man. Okay, y'all, after my mom just texted me and said I had to go to bed. So after this, I actually got to get going. So we're going to do this real quick, and then I'm going to get going. Bad Boy Cobalt, Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT, Cobalt, plum, woodsy, kind of powdery, sweet, nice truffle vibe as well. Le Beau, bergamot, bergamot, coconut, and tonka bean. Both of these fragrances are good. Cobalt is going to be a little bit more versatile, opposed to Le Beau. Le Beau is definitely going to be a little bit more better in that high heat scenario. Both of these good, sweet compliment getters, though. Le Beau is not very sweet. Daniel, I have got to disagree with you. And again, that's the beautiful thing about fragrances. It's, perfectly okay to disagree. To me, Le Beau, I mean, yeah, it's not the sweetest fragrance known to man, but to me, Le Beau on a sweetness is like an 8 out of 10, I would say. Can you get a shout out? Shout out Mocon. Daniel, hello, Micah, good to see you. Daniel, good to see you as well. Finally got your dirty fingers on Tigar. See, Tigar intrigues me. I'm not going to get it, though. I have something with that DNA, so Spiro Vibrato. Stanford, if Tigar smells anything like Vibrato, you have a very, very good fragrance on your hand, good smelling at least. I have heard, however, Tigar doesn't really last long or project well. Hopefully it lasts long on your skin. Vibrato is a little rocket on my skin. Like, I say 8+ hours, 2 to 3 feet of projection, but I should really be saying like 10+ hours, 3 to 4 feet of projection. Like, it's super, super strong. But y'all, we need one more vote on here. Bad Boy Cobalt or Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau. Came in a little bit too late. Hey, Joel, you are good, man. I mean, you wouldn't have come in too late if I wasn't being loud. I feel like I was kind of being a little bit loud. The issue, though, too, is also my room is right below my parents' room. So, like, whatever I say just goes automatically up into their room. But I should be live. If I'm not live tomorrow or Saturday, I'll be live Sunday for sure, though. But y'all, Bad Boy Cobalt or Le Beau, which one do you like more? We need one more vote. And remember to start putting in your guys' last comments, because I do got to get going here soon. Oh. Bro, what? Oh, that's not right at all. All right, let's see. Cobalt turned around and had one more vote. Cobalt, 57 to 43. I mean, Cobalt's a great fragrance. Le Beau's a great fragrance. You can't go wrong with either of them. Again, as I said, one better for year-round Cobalt, one better for the high heat Le Beau. Both fragrances are good. Okay, I really appreciate you all. Real quick, for anyone who just came in and did not see it, I got the first cologne ever made. 4711, kind of smells old school, just kind of like an old school clean vibe, but it doesn't smell insanely outdated. Here's a little look at the bottle. Pretty cool looking bottle. But y'all, I appreciate you guys. Chief of DC, what's going on, man? Unfortunately, I got to get going, but thank you for stopping in. Trey, hey man, love the vids. Hope to have a collection like yours someday. Trey, I appreciate the support. Y'all, I appreciate all of your guys' support. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to have a good rest of your day. Again, drop a like and a sub if you guys have not already. Peace, everyone. Have a good night.